How do you win at life? That is the subject this time. Yeah. Anyway, mhm. We were talking about this the other night. So me and some friends in the online. Yeah, like because some guy, doesn't matter who it is that we know, has gotten a new hashtag of his own. It's called winning at life. And well, might just as well say everybody knows who it is, Mr. Smelly. Shout out to him. Or as his real name is Dan Norton. Um yeah, so is there really such a thing? Can you really win? We be winning at life? Well, that's a good question. I don't really. I'm trying to find the answer. Of course, I don't have the ultimate answer. I don't think anybody does. Probably not. But the thing is, the way I see it, the way you can be winning means having a good life is by stopping to stop concerning yourself with things that are not so material or important and stop getting upset or annoyed or at certain things. Stop losing it, losing your nerves, losing your temper, whatever. um, that is a way where you can be like, I guess ahead in life, and not, of course, get into these unnecessary problems like, for instance, you invest money in something that was always looking kind of, shaky or shady or both. That's never a good idea, of course. Don't invest money in things that you aren't that sure of will pay off, of course, or succeed, Yeah, of course. That's one side of it. Another side of it is also to know what's best for yourself. That's not, not everybody is so good at knowing that, even though it sounds kind of strange because, aren't we all supposed to know ourselves well enough so that we know what's good for us? Not always, not all of us. Not really. I mean, surprisingly many people, I think, even adults, are not that good at that, really. I would say. Because they just keep, you know, like people keep throwing themselves into affairs, both, let's say, law affairs and others, maybe business or, yeah, that are not really good for them, you know. And the worst thing is when you try to rush, rush it, of course. Yeah, it's not good to try rush anything, especially not, in your love life, like to rush love, you just try, find somebody you think is good enough for you, and yeah, now this is love. Nah, it doesn't work like that, really. She may, or he, even doesn't matter. It may look really, I mean, promising at first, but then you later find out, no, no, this isn't something that I wanted. This person is not right for me. So yeah, different goals in life or different opinions, strong opinions, and yeah. That's how it goes, you know. Yeah, so to be winning at life, I don't think you can win too much anyway. That's for sure. I mean, we all are kind of, you know, to an extent, our hands are tied, our feet are balanced, you know. We cannot be too free today in this world anyway. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel free, but to an extent. But my situation is pretty unique. You know, not that many people my age, you know, are in this situation that they, you know, what I mean, um, that they don't have to work, you know, and yeah. But of course, I think it would be different if I like got married and had kids. I mean, especially if my wife wasn't working or wasn't getting paid that much. Yeah, would be kind of hard. But well, anyway, you still have welfare you can get for that. But yeah, most people have to work their way, in life. I mean, to be able to live, to have enough to for food and pay their bills and all that. So in that way, you know, you can never be too ahead, too far ahead, in life. Only those maybe who are born like with a silver spoon in their mouth, stuff like that. But even they have other problems, of course. Yeah, I mean they have their own problem. Money carries, big money also. It's like a curse almost. It carries its own problems and yeah, headaches. And yeah, of course, on one side it's good to be secure, like financially. But on the other hand, when you have a lot of money, then there's always that trouble what to do with it, and always somebody trying to exploit you. People sucking up to you just because you are rich. That's not what you want. I mean, maybe somebody likes that, but I don't know. So anyway, how you can win? I mean, I feel like I'm really. I mean, let's say I'm pretty satisfied with my life, even though I do lack something. I mean, one important, how to say, part or a component in my life. Of course, you all know what it is. That is, you know, romantic love. Let's put it that way. So, and that can be the most difficult one to get, of course, because you can get all those other things if you work hard enough. You can get money, house, whatever, car, everything. But you cannot make anybody love you. That's the toughest part. And even worse if somebody gets, married to you just because of your money, your car, or whatever, your house. That happens, unfortunately. Don't think it doesn't happen. There are women today that are really gold diggers of like, such an incredible degree. I mean, and you gotta watch out, of course, for them. And they don't know really what love is. They cannot really love anybody, not really, not even their children, even in some cases. So they just find a rich guy to marry, and they are settled, and then they go around doing whatever they want to do. They don't have to work, or they just work something like easy, something whatever. They find something more like a hobby, to have somewhere to go. And then, of course, they start cheating and stuff like that. and yeah, then you are screwed. And so that's the important part, of winning in life is I think people too often feel like just because they are happy in love, they are winning at life. That's all they need. But yeah, I wouldn't really agree. I mean, it is a really important part, you know, and key to have personal happiness. However, there are people who have all that but still don't feel that satisfied because they are maybe struggling to find work and yeah, stuff like that. Maybe they have certain health problems, both physical, mental, or mental. I mean, so yeah, in that case, I mean, I know, for instance, that this is a good example. I know this woman, right? I've never met her, but we talk quite often. We message each other. So she is married to a guy who has a son from a previous marriage, and he is just, it seems to be incapable. It's the thing with the endorphins and stuff, lack of yeah, and he's incapable of feeling really, really happy. So he has been in relationships, happy. I mean, well, he's had, luck in love, even business, everything has gone well. As he found himself a good job. He graduated from college and found himself a good job and everything, a suit wearing job, but he still wasn't happy. That's very sad. But some people are just born that way, with something, some kind of fault. I don't. I mean, any. I mean, to grow up. I mean, the problem was that his mother actually died giving birth to him. That's very sad. So he never had a real mother, even though this woman, who is a really wonderful person, has tried to fill that role, but you cannot fool him. He knows that's not really his mother. So yeah. So there are people who just rage, like go through life raging, like they are not satisfied because they have made maybe they have made a wrong choice. Yeah. So how to win? Win at life. I mean, I think it's rather important to stay focused on what's really important for you, but also what's good for you, what makes you happy. If let's say you wanna like get an education, you haven't finished your education. However, the thought of it, studying and stuff makes you really, depressed, then don't do it. All right, don't do it. If the thought of it, just the thought of it, will make you feel really bad. I mean, and well, you can give it a try anyway. But if it still feels the same way anyway, for sure, yeah, then just drop it. I mean, so stuff like that can really, you know. I knew this guy, for instance. I worked with somebody who kind of tried to kill himself because he was having his like exam at college, like how to say the main exam, whatever. He was working on it, and he just kind of lost it because it was so hard. It took so many hours of his day, and yeah, he was struggling, and yeah, he kind of became like a patient, put it that way. And then what's the use if you finished? I mean, the thing is, your parents may be driving you. You know, there's so many pressures also, and especially on men or male children to succeed, because we are supposed to be flag bearers, all that bullshit. And it's different. I can tell you, I know, for a woman, or like a woman, child, a girl, because parents, yeah, they do have expectations to them, but still, if they don't fulfill them, it's not like they will be really like disappointed and let down, as if when it happens to the son. I know, especially fathers, they can be so hard on their sons, man. Yeah, it can, and that can really kind of tear them apart, both mentally and emotionally. That pressure, those expectations, that they gotta, fulfill, and yeah, it's really hard. So just finding a way to kind of, if you have managed to fulfill those expectations and keep your head above water, you should feel satisfied, like you are winning at life. You have managed to build the life that you wanted to, and it will always have its price. But you know I mean, that's how you win at life. I mean, despite of what I now said, it still is not that good to just give it up. I mean, I'm saying that if you have really given it a try and it's really driving you crazy, this stuff, for instance, studying, passing all the exams, and I know for many it's really stressing it. Yeah, I mean, then don't do it, go try find something else, right? So, yeah, that's how you will. You might say that's another way you can win at life, by just throwing away all that is giving you a hard time. So yeah, all right, that will be it, and I hope you had some kind of use of this video. If not, if not, all right, bye.